In the early 70s, oil is the invisible engine of the West, just $3 a barrel. However, 1973 would change the world forever. The era of cheap energy ends here. In retaliation for Western support of Israel during the Yom Kippur War, Arab nations choke the global supply. Prices quadruple, skyrocketing to over $12 a barrel. The world learns that oil is the ultimate political weapon. Prices stabilize near $15. It is the calm before the next great shock. In 1979, chaos in the Middle East strikes again. As the Shah of Iran falls, the country's massive exports vanish. A global panic ignited by the rise of the Islamic Republic sends prices to a record-breaking $35 a barrel. The second energy shock has begun. By 1982, the world learns to live with expensive energy. Consumption drops, and a massive global surplus begins to build. The era of OPEC's absolute control is starting to crack. It's 1986. Tired of cutting production to keep prices high, Saudi Arabia floods the market to crush their competitors. Supply explodes, and prices collapse. It's a brutal price war that reshapes the global economy. In the United States, families find extra cash in their pockets, fueling a consumer spending boom that defines the late 80s. Globally, the power of OPEC is shattered. The cheap oil era accelerates Western industrial growth but delivers a fatal blow to the Soviet Union's economy. Saddam Hussein invades Kuwait to seize its oil wealth. Fearing a total regional war, global markets panic as the world prepares for Operation Desert Storm. Energy security is once again under fire. Post-war production stabilizes and the global economy grows. Technology improves, making extraction cheaper and more efficient. For a few years, the world enjoys a steady flow of affordable energy. By 1998, oil is cheaper than bottled water. A massive financial collapse in Asia's tiger economies destroys energy demand overnight. With a global surplus and no one to buy it, prices plummet to a staggering $11. The industry is in despair, but a decade of unprecedented chaos is just around the corner. The world changes on September 11th, as the US launches the War on Terror and invades Iraq in 2003. Fear returns to the Middle East. The threat of supply disruptions in the heart of the world's oil patch sends shockwaves through the markets. Uncertainty becomes the new normal, and prices begin a relentless climb. But the real story isn't just war, it's growth. China's industrial machine wakes up, devouring millions of barrels a day to fuel its massive expansion. This supercycle of endless demand, combined with heavy speculation on Wall Street, pushes oil into uncharted territory, peaking at an all-time record on 2008. The bubble bursts. As the global housing market collapses and banks fall, the world economy grinds to a halt. In just months, the record-breaking $134 price tag vanishes. With oil crashing back down to $40, it's a brutal reminder of how quickly the world can change. As prices recover, a quiet revolution begins in the American heartland. New fracking and horizontal drilling technologies allow the US to unlock massive reserves trapped in shale rock. Almost overnight, the United States transforms from a desperate importer to a global energy titan, flooding the market and breaking OPEC's decades-long stranglehold on prices. As COVID-19 lockdowns, ground planes and empty the streets, global oil demand vanishes almost overnight. War returns to Europe. As Russia invades Ukraine, the West responds with unprecedented sanctions against Moscow, one of the world's largest energy giants. In 2025, the drill baby drill policy returns. Trump pushes for maximum domestic production to crash energy costs, but new tariffs on imports spark trade volatility.